Today the topic is wireless earbud reviews, and I'm going to review the Technics AZ60. Let's go. Okay, let's start our Technics AZ60 review. Okay, here they are. And first, let's start by talking a little bit about the company. So a little overview. So Technics is a Japanese company. It's more than a century old. It produces high quality audio. Okay, it belongs to Panasonic, and they recently decided to enter the wireless earbud business. And here they are. The AZ60s are a very good product of that initiative. Okay, so to start, let's go through the specifications and do our preliminary analysis, okay, based solely on the specifications. So in terms of drivers, they have a single dynamic driver, 8mm single dynamic driver, okay. Frequency range 20 Hz to 20 kHz. Okay, so the standard coverage of the human hearing spectrum. Bluetooth 5.2, so not the current 5.3, but perfectly functional. Codecs SBC, AAC, and LDAC. So SBC and AAC, they're the standard codecs, in which AAC is the superior one. But then we have LDAC also, which is a high resolution codec, okay, and it's the best of the three in terms of sound. They do have touch controls, okay, so just standard touch controls, nothing new there. Battery life, they have 7 hours in the earbuds, plus 17 hours in the case. Okay. In terms of the earbuds themselves, 7 hours, it's a normal number. Okay. The average is around 6 hours per earbud. Okay. So 7 hours, perfectly fine. Regarding the case, 17 hours, it's kind of low. Okay. They usually go to about 25 hours, so 17 hours in the case, a bit low, a bit on the low side, okay? In terms of charging, they do have fast charging, okay, but they're a little bit below the standard fast charge, which is 10 minutes will give you 2 hours of runtime. Here you have 15 minutes of charge will give you around 1 hour and 20 minutes of runtime, so a little bit less than the standard. USB-C charging only, so no wireless charging here. Okay, they do support the gaming mode, okay, that mysterious mode of low latency, probably at the cost of quality of sound or extra battery consumption. Okay. We can use LDAC with gaming mode, okay, but you cannot use them in the max quality setting. You can only use them in the best effort setting, okay, so keep that in mind. They do support multi-point connectivity up to 2 devices at the same time, okay, and this is a first for me testing earbuds. And this is a rare feature, so you can use the LDAC codec on these while they're connected to 2 devices at the same time. Okay, so that's very good. However, if you do use the LDAC codec, you can only use it in the best effort setting, not the max quality setting, same as the game mode. Okay, it's the same LDAC limitation. In terms of IP protection, this is IPX4, so standard IP rating, okay? This basically means you can train with them as long as you don't submerge them or soak them in water, okay? What else do we have here? In-ear detection. not present. Okay, they do not have in-ear detection. They do not have that sensor. Okay, unfortunately, but they do support true mono mode with a single earbud. Okay, so remember, true mono mode is when the earbuds are able to down mix a stereo source down to a mono source, mixing both the left and the right channels down to a single channel, so that you can use only one earbud and don't lose any audio information. Okay, really important feature. These do have true mono mode. Okay, let's start our sound review. Okay, starting off with sound quality. And in sound quality, we have an 8 out of 10. Okay, excellent sound quality. Very good. Okay, they are excellent for any kind of music. The sound quality is exceptionally well detailed. Okay, like crystal. Especially good to hear the little subtle details in the sound. Okay, the only drawback that I have with them is that they are not, for me, they are not energetic and involving enough. Okay, when delivering the sound. Okay, personally, I think they are too soft. Maybe it has something to do with using just a single 8mm dynamic driver. Nevertheless, it is amazing what they can, the sound that they can produce with only a single 8mm dynamic driver. Okay. Nevertheless, for me, I do think they are a bit too soft, even with custom EQ, especially in the bass to sub-bass region. Okay, it's a shame, given how excellent the sound quality that these guys are able to produce. Okay, so excellent sound quality. For me, lacking in the bass department. Next, comfort. Oh, it's already there. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, it's very good. They are very comfortable, fit like a glove for me. Okay, you can train with them, you can run with them. You may actually be able to sleep with them sideways. Okay, because they don't protrude all that much from the ear. In my case, I wasn't able to do it. Okay, but it may work for you. The one downside I will have to say here in terms of comfort is that this big bulge over here does not sit flush with the ear, and so you have this like sticking a bit out of the ear. Okay, like it's loose. Okay, they do stay well secured because these ear tips are very good and very comfortable, and they do grip very well. Okay, at least in my ears. But this is not staying flush against the ear. It's actually detached from the ear. And so for me, they could be a little more ergonomic in that sense, okay? But otherwise, very comfortable. Next aspect, volume. It's an 8 out of 10. Excellent, more than enough, okay? I don't have any complaints about asking for more volume and they not delivering it, so they do deliver it. Excellent. Next aspect, battery life. It's a 6 out of 10, okay? We already saw that this was coming when we looked at the specifications, because in terms of the earbuds, they do support up to 7 hours of battery life, which is perfectly normal. Okay, the normal is about 6 hours, but in terms of the case 17 hours, it's a little low. Okay, it's down from the usual 25 hours that you will find on most standard cases. 17 hours, it's on the low end of battery life for the case. Okay, so 6 out of 10. Next aspect, ANC. 8 out of 10. Excellent ANC on these. Okay, I was pleasantly surprised. Very, very good ANC. Okay, although they do cost a lot, these earbuds, so maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, but nevertheless, sonically I already knew that they would behave tremendously well, okay, given the pedigree that Technics has. But in terms of ANC, I wasn't expecting all that much, and they do deliver. Okay, excellent. So they do eliminate small background noises very well, and they do make loud environments extremely comfortable. Okay. The only downside I do have with these when using them with ANC on, it's that you feel, at least I do, I feel a slight ear pressure, okay? Like the eardrum is not equalizing the pressure properly, okay? From the inside, from the inner ear and from the outer ear. So I don't get that with almost any other earbud. I do with these, okay? So keep that in mind. I don't know if you have sensible ears or not in terms of pressure, but for me it's a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, next aspect, ear tip replacement. It's a 9 out of 10. Excellent, excellent. So this has a round channel, okay, which makes it extremely easy to replace ear tips for third-party ones, okay, when comparing them to oval shapes, for example. Okay, these are much easier to find. Perfectly standard shape, as you can see. Okay, and also a big plus, the case is able to accept bigger and deeper ear tips. Okay, they do fit in nicely. I already tested this with bigger and deeper ear tips. Okay, very, very good. Ear tip replacement, 9 out of 10. Excellent. Next up, custom EQ. It's a 6 out of 10. This I was not expecting at all. Okay, it's really, really basic. It only has 4 presets. It only allows for a single custom EQ at a time. So if you want to have several custom EQs, you cannot. You have to keep overriding your single custom EQ over and over again. For me, that's a no-go, because I always have like 2 or 3 custom EQs at the ready so that I can switch between them when I'm listening to different genres of music. Okay. It only has a 5-band fixed EQ, and it does not allow us to control sub-bass frequencies, so frequencies under 60 hertz, okay? Which is one thing I would love to be able to pump up in order to see if I could change the sound signature of them to be more involving and to have a little more power in the bass, because I do like that kind of sound signature. I cannot do it with these, so I'm really disappointed in the EQ department, in the custom EQ department. Okay. Next aspect, control usability and range. It's a 9 out of 10. Okay, excellent, very, very good. Okay. These controls are extremely reactive. They will not fail by any means, at least in my own testing. Okay, they allow us to control basically everything without the app, which is excellent. And this touch sensor has a large surface, which makes it extremely easy to hit the proper button every single time. Very, very good. 9 out of 10. Next up, high-res codecs. It's another 9 out of 10. They do have LDAC. It's the best high-res codec at the moment, okay? And they do have a very good implementation of it. The sound is really awesome on these. Unfortunately, as I already said, the bass department for me is lacking. Other than that, excellent. Next aspect, multi-point connectivity. It's an 8 out of 10, okay? It's very good, up to 2 devices simultaneously. It's the current standard. They do transition between devices, between connected devices instantly, okay? So I can pause the music on one device and resume music on another device. It's instantaneous, very, very good. And they also allow us to keep the LDAC codec working between two devices, okay? The only downside, as we already discussed, you cannot use the LDAC codec using the max quality mode. You have to use the best effort mode, okay, when using multi-point. Next aspect, gaming mode. It's an 8 out of 10, okay? They do support the low latency gaming mode. From my perception, I haven't noticed any latency whatsoever, but I haven't done any analytical high-level millisecond measuring test, okay? I'm just doing the personal perception test, which in this case, it's the thing that makes more sense to me. Two downsides here. Number one, it almost certainly sacrifices audio quality or battery life, or both. And number two, you cannot use the LDAC mode in max quality. You have to use it in the best effort setting, okay? Just like the multi-point. Next aspect, control customization. It's a 9 out of 10. You can basically customize everything. Excellent. 1 click, 2 clicks, 3 clicks, hold. You can customize it however you want. Very similar to the offer from Soundcore. Next aspect, fast charging. It's a 6 out of 10, okay, because it's a little bit below standard, okay. The standard is 10 minutes charging will give you 2 hours of battery life. Here we have 15 minutes of charging, giving you about 1 hour and 20 minutes of battery life. So a little bit below standard, okay. It's a 6 out of 10. Next aspect, find my device or find my earbuds. It's an 8 out of 10. It's very good, very well implemented, okay. They do support both the sound warning from the earbuds, okay. You can select on the app an option to put these in a ringing mode, okay, if they are still connected to your device. And they will start ringing, and that way you may be able to find them under a pillow or under the couch or something. And they also support the latest known GPS coordinate on these, okay, when they were last connected to your device. The only downside I have here is that the warning sound is really low, although it seems to be that way with all earbud sound location implementations, at least that I have reviewed. Maybe they could have like a separate small, very small speaker just for the Find My Earbuds feature. I think it would be much more effective that way. Just saying. Next aspect, in-ear detection. 0 out of 10. It doesn't have the in-ear sensor, as we already saw, okay. So very unfortunate not to have that feature, especially at this price range, okay. Next aspect, wireless charging. Again, 0 out of 10, no wireless charging here, only USB-C, okay. For this price point, again, I do think they should have it, definitely. And that's the audio score. Let's go over to the microphone score. And the microphone score only has one aspect, the microphone and call quality, okay? Which in this case, it's a 7 out of 10. Which means it is good, but I was hoping for a better microphone, especially at this price. Again, that price, I was really hoping for a better microphone here. It's good, it's a competent microphone. It works well in controlled environments. Wind and background noise, even with a little difficulty, we are able to communicate in a comprehensible manner. Although I was expecting a better microphone out of these, okay? There are much better options at much affordable prices, okay? So it's competent, it's good. I was hoping for better. Now, final score and recommendation. So, on the listening front, we have a total listening score of 7.78, which is excellent. Very good score, okay? I was hoping nothing less from these, given that they are from Technics, which is an excellent audio company, high quality audio company, okay? And these really do deliver on the audio front. On the microphone side, it's a 7 out of 10, okay? As we already saw. Here, I wish it was an 8 at least. It's a 7. Microphone should really be better on these. And in terms of quality price relationship or cost per quality, okay, I bought these at a very large discount, 132 euros. They usually go for 230, okay? So this for me is what I call expensive earbuds, at least for me, okay? This is Sony XM5s and Sennheiser Momentum territory, okay? So these really should be delivering more than they are for the price, okay, in my opinion, okay? Here we can also take a look at our rankings table, okay? I do have the link in this video description for the Excel file where you can see all the rankings for all the reviews I've already done, okay? So that we can compare them. And in this case, we can clearly see that, for instance, in terms of sound score, we have the Soundpeach Engine 4 with the bigger sound score, 8.12. They only cost 47 euros, and it's a 5.79 euro per sound quality point. Whereas these are 132 euros, which means they cost, each sound quality point costs 16.97. So in this case, it's a much lower quality price relationship when comparing to the Soundpeats, okay? So these are a much better quality price relationship in that regard. Same goes for the microphone. So we have 1886 euros per microphone quality cost, okay, for each point. And if we go here for instance, for the One More Piston Buds Pro Q30, they do have a better microphone. It's an 8 out of 10 instead of a 7. They only cost 40 euros, which means each microphone quality point costs only 5 euros. In here, 18 euros. So the other one, it's much cheaper to have a better quality microphone than this one, meaning the other one is a better quality price relationship. So, final recommendation regarding these. There is no doubt in my mind that these are excellent earbuds, okay? Both in terms of sound and as a full package, okay? They do have a competent microphone as well, so they are a very good overall package. Too bad they don't have the wireless charging and the in-ear detection, given that we are talking about an expensive price range, in my opinion. All things considered, for the price and given that what they are bringing to the table, in my opinion, there are better options, okay? Because these are expensive earbuds, okay? And as we already saw in our rankings, you can find better options at a cheaper price, okay? That's it. And that's it. I hope this was useful to you. Please leave your feedback and share your ideas and opinions in the comments. If you want to stay up to date with the latest videos, subscribe the channel and click the like button. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.